Okay, that's done with all those quests. Hey, but welcome back to Pokemon Violet version. The Scarlet version. Last time we faced off against the legendary Pokemon Terrapico, so I had to search for its name. This time we're going to be doing something a bit different. We're going to finish off what we can do here, and yeah, this is supposed to be the last episode. Although it's going to be taking a long time for me to do this because I still need to get myself in Pokemon Violet stuff done. Reason being, well, you're going to see it right about now because there is these two here. Why don't you be acquainted with them right now? Okay, let's do this real quick. Let's see what moves you can do because I need to do this. So I finally reached 200 Pokemon. I want to do this rather quickly because of because I don't know when my parents are about to be doing their business, but in the end of the day, I managed to get myself to 200 Pokemon, and I want to get my hands on these Pokemon as a bit of a sidekick, shall we say. Hey dog, don't tell me. You only got yourself 200 Pokemon from the terrarium? Impressive. Yes, indeed, I did. It was nothing. Nothing, was it? Oh, I look at you, Pokemon Master. What a little stinker. You probably know more about the Pokemon in the terrarium than I do, and I got here first. I guess you've earned yourself that hot tip. Take a look at these photos, would you? See those strange Pokemon? That first one is called Gouging Fire, and the other one's Raging Bolt. Totally unknown Pokemon in totally unknown places. If they're real, it'll be a huge deal. Apparently these places are in Paldea. You have any idea where? Yes. Wow, are they famous spots? I want to visit them. They're not. Of course, you know how it is these days, right? These photos could totally be fakes. But if you want to know for sure, maybe you could go try to search these Pokemon out. I can show you the photos again anytime you like. Just give me a shout. And find me something good, dog. I've got faith in your survey skills. Now, first and first, I actually do want to get my boxes actually up because I want to make sure these Pokemon are in this box specifically. The photos that she showed you is a hint. They are apparently hiding in very specific spots in Area 0. Though, if you weren't looking at the names or what they're referencing, Raging Bolt, Gouging Fire, they are Paradox Pokemon. Oh, there he is! There he is! There is a Gouging Fire. I can just simply touch him like this, but the Gouging Fire is not going to be battling me unless I... Let me look at my Pokeballs real quick. I have 30 Pokeballs, that's good. Unless I... interact with it just like you know how to do with a legendary Pokemon in Pokemon... in the main series game. Just simply interact by pressing A while you're touching it, and this is Gouging Fire. Hope the Pokemon looks a little bit familiar to you. If it's not, then it's maybe remember that it is a Pokemon. Paradox Pokemon are indeed based on other Pokemon. And if you don't know which one it is, it's an Entei. Yes, it's an Entei. Let me just look at its moveset. Okay, it has Dragon Rush, Fire Blast, Lava Plume, and Burning Bulwark. It's a Dragon Fire type, and I'm pretty sure you can guess what its ability is. So this will be a bit of a... Even at level 100, this thing is pretty strong. Oh god. I didn't what's the stats look like? High defense, lots of HP, 115 each, and 150 in attack. Oh, it speaks decently well, so it is bulky, very freaking bulky, but hits hard with physical attacks. Being a dragon type, and Dragon Fire is pretty good physically if it has moves it can do, and it does have Flare Blitz and Raging Fury, which you can learn. That signature move, oh god, I just realized about this signature. Burning Bulwark, that is its signature move. Well, because I'm already burned, I'm actually going to see its effect, but you see a little bit what it is. It's a simply move like like Protect, or should say, or should I rather say it's a move very similar to... I know, Full Restore. A move very similar to Baneful Bunker, a move that protects itself if an opposing opponent uses a move that does physical contact, it will also burn the target. Will also burn the target. So right now I'm just so I do also look at this catch rate, and it has a catch rate of 10, which I believe let me close my eyes and tease. I just simply use one of them. Yes, it has the same catch rate as a Roaring Moon and an Iron Valiant. You'll encounter entirely different Pokemon in this game because it's a Paradox Pokemon. But you can guess right now that Paradox Pokemon are different depending on which version you will be playing. With the Paradox versions here are based on Entei and Raikou, while the ones in Violet are based on Cobalion and Terrakion. Ironically, Walking Wake and Iron Leaves, the Paradox Pokemon version of which are the Paradox forms of Suicune and Virizion are all event exclusives. Okay, I'm taking what really no the damage from its Fire Blast and Lava Blade. I need to be wary of those Dragon Rushes. I love that it actually emphasizes on the golden Entei's head. Actually, it's all and they somehow didn't make a tail bot being its being what's supposed to be Entei's main. Rather cool, actually. Just have to keep on chucking Pokeballs until it gets caught. Like so. Gouging Fire and Raging Bolt are indeed required for the Pokedex in the Terrarium, but Walking Wake and Iron Leaves aren't. Gouging Fire, the Paradox Pokemon, Fire and Dragon type. There are a scant few of this creature being sighted. One short video shows it rampaging and spouting pillars of flame. Since we already know how these Paradox Pokedexes work, Violet says it resembles an eerie Pokemon that was once shown in a Paranormal magazine. That Pokemon was said to be an Entei regenerated from a fossil. Well, this will be sent to my boxes. I believe. Let's see. Since its defense is pretty high, but its attack can also is also pretty high. So, depending how you raise it, it can be a rather its photosynthesis could be really good. It will never have the what's called again? The booster energy. It doesn't have the booster energy. But speaking of booster energy, the next Pokemon we have to deal with, I believe, which is Raging Bolt, which I'm pretty sure you can guess right now is supposed to be the Paradox version of Raikou, is a lot more, in my opinion, a lot more interesting than this one's a little more easier to know, to locate than the one than Iron than Gouging Fire, in my opinion. It's just simply it's atop of a body of water, so and also supposed to be at the bottom of this place and in the garden area. So this is supposed to be somewhere in this very area or something like that. So I'm betting it would be somewhere around here. It should be on top of water. Yeah, there it is. I'm gonna say I love the look of Raging Bolt. Raging Bolt is people make it jokes of it being a giraffe, but I need to actually look it up a little because I don't know the dinosaur name. Raging Bolt, which is supposed to be why they actually made this Pokemon, this dinosaur actually. Let me see. Trivia. Brontosaurus, which literally means thunder lizard. Yes, it literally means thunder lizard. Also makes sense for it to being a cloud, but also it's supposed to be a scarf. It's really fashionable in my opinion. Raikou! Yeah, that thing is huge. Shame that we're in the water, so we can exactly see it's the things going on happening here. Raging Bolt, Electric Dragon type with Photosynthesis for its ability, Thunderclap, Dragon Hammer, Rising Voltage, and Dragon Pulse. So there's a lot of good things to talk about about this Pokemon, and I do want to talk about that. So Raging Bolt. Highest stats, HP, and special attack. Its defense is also pretty high, so what I'm doing is kind of going to be rather problematic. But you see, it's doing much more damage than that Dragon Hammer, in my opinion. With that, it is rather slow, but it has that signature move here, actually. It is rather slow with base 75 speed, which is decent, I guess. Which is decent. I think it's a decent speed set, so if you can use that for yourself like that. 137, but it has a base 137 special attack, so it's really powerful. That move it keeps using, that Thunderclap of his, is its signature move. And I make mention that it is slow for a reason. It's a... how can I say this? It's an electric type version of Sucker Punch. But a 70 power, 100% accurate special electric type move, with the additional fact it will fail if the target is not using an offensive move, and also has priority. Another thing about Raging Bolt, what I should also make mention of, is Rising Voltage. Rising Voltage is a move in this game exclusive to Raging Bolt, while in Pokemon it's a move that it can introduce in Pokemon Sword and Shield by a move tutor from Pokemon, not Pokemon, in Pokemon. Pokemon Sword and Shield, the Owl of Armor. What it does is... so this is pretty much also technically a signature move for him as well. in this game. 70 power, 100% accuracy, special electric type move, it does more damage if the power is doubled if it is in an electric, if the target is on an electric terrain. Because Raging Bolt is not a flying type, nor does it have the flying typing, it will have the it will also gets powered by rising voltage. That's also pretty good. And being a special attack is also pretty good. So you could one good strategy you can do with Raging Bolt is give it a booster energy, since its special attack is so freaking high that you're guaranteed to have high special that it will be guaranteed to boosting its special attack, being it permanent until it's knocked out. Knocked out or something like that, will cause this Raging Bolt to be having its special attack really raised really high, and use electric terrain to fully utilize to boost its attacks even further. Like, you can make this really powerful. Raging Bolt, the Paradox Pokemon. It's set to incinerate everything around it with lightning launched from its fur. Very little is known about this creature. Of course, I should make mention of Pokemon Violet, which Pokemon you get there. It bears resemblance to a Pokemon that became a hot topic for a short while after a paranormal magazine touted it as Raikou' ancestor. So now I got that already done. Now I got acquainted with them. Let's talk about the legendary Pokemon and mythical Pokemon has been added to this entire game. You already know Regigigas, but there's also Regirock, Regice, Registeel. You already know Regigigas, but I still have to say it about that. And Deoxys. There's also one more mythical Pokemon, but I cannot show you that because it's that getaway or what we're about to do here. But that's enough about us little about the whole we need to do things and whatnot. Let me take a look a little quick because I need a Thunder Wave on you, even though it's not going to be really useful on all of my Pokemon. On the Pokemon I'm going to be facing. I got my hands on all of the snacks that you can get from Snackworths, so it'll literally drain me out. If you don't know how the snacks work, there are some that are exclusive, but if you use group quests, you can get them all. I'm not going to say every single one of them, but like, apparently there's one of them that's not exclusive, because apparently not all of them. So there are indeed exclusive, like there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 12 exclusives for each. But if you place group quests, then yes. Now, do you recall that that the terrain got now changed now that there is now solitaire types? Well, there's that. You can see now that the solitaire type actually has now been added into the Tarot Core, and you do see it now has rainbow-colored film. And also, you may notice that I'm now flying on the Koraidon right now. If you after playing successfully capturing Terrapagos, you can go visit one of the classrooms, and she will give you the snacks that is mentioned. Allows Koraidon to fly. However, Koraidon ate too much of it, and now is able to fly as much as he wants. Some other additional things. There's some, yeah, there's even items up here. You can get 50 solitaire shards, a gold bottle cap, and an ability patch. It's really glowing, isn't it? An item made entirely, really just an interesting device made entirely of the solitaire rope. So now there's that. Now there's that. Now I actually do want to add in Terrapagos to my party, though. I do want to add Terrapagos to my party. Let's swap it instead of Koraidon, because see it. So now it's Terrapagos right here. Terror type Stellar, you know I know. That's I really feel bad for Terrapagos. Terrapagos is really went had to do a lot with when it was first reawakened after such a long time. And they also make mention of that we now can terrestrialize with how to use of with how to constantly doing that. Well, they're actually saying correctly. So now that we have been exposed to the Terrapagos' energy, we no longer have to charge. No longer need to charge by constantly having to do by healing our Pokemon or by healing or by interacting with a Terra Crystal. Well, but the saying is correct. And also, this actually shows you what I mean with Terra Starstorm being a type change, because if you recall, it's a normal type move, but now becomes a Terror type of move. So that's just exactly how it can be being rather effective in this. And also the reason why this move also deals neutral damage to that right hole in there. If you want to know how the animal transformation animation form when it goes back from Terra form to back to its original form looks like, here you go. Just regular. But there's so much things we can do also with Terrapagos as well. We're gonna go towards Kitakami, and I want to go visit the Crystal Pool. If you have Terrapagos in your party and go to the Crystal Pool right there, you can actually get something interesting about it. Interesting there. You want to stand on the spot where we fought against that Milotic. Essentially, right here. Caralumi! Well now, this is a curious development. Have I somehow broken through the boundaries of space-time? And who are you? Professor? Have we met? If so, I'm sorry, but I don't seem to recall it. I am Professor Sada. I research Pokemon in Area Zero, and yet... What? This Pokemon? Is this the Winged King? We called Koraidon. Is that right? So its name is Koraidon. That's a good name. From the clues you've already let slip, I suppose I would have to conclude, from your perspective, I must have come from the past. Though, of course, the complexities of space-time are beyond count. It's possible that our encounter might not even be occurring in a timeline connected to my own. Perhaps this meeting is nothing more than a fleeting miracle. Why don't we exchange as much useful data as we can in what little time that fate has gifted us? If you want to know what is going on, according to, well, the, what I believe it was that Carmen has said, the crystal pool has the ability to bring back people who are brought from the dead, but we actually have Terrapagos' power to bring back the real Professor Sada here. This is not the AI. Is there anything that you'd like to ask me? As you can see, she is actually moving instead of just standing still like a robot. Why are you here? I don't precisely know the cause. I was analyzing some recent data in my secret lab one moment, and the next I was standing here before you. Perhaps it's the influence of the crystal Pokemon that lies dormant in that place. Or perhaps the case with you and I. Is there anything else you wish to ask me? What are you studying now? I am researching methods to catch Pokemon that live in different timelines, so that I might transport them to the present day in my own timeline. It sounds fantastical, no doubt, but I am drafting now for a machine that may achieve it. You see, this book captured my imagination when I read it as a child, and has never let go. But progress has been slow and beset by failures. I haven't left my lab in quite some time now. I desperately hope that I might glean some new insight from this conversation, so I can finally make some progress and return home. Is there anything else you wish to ask me? What about your family? Oh, you even wish to know about my private life. I do have family. A son. He is probably at home right now. Well, no. I suppose right now could be inaccurate. Whenever he is, I imagine he must be quite lonely. Now, let us trade places in this exchange. I'd say the time has come for my own questions. What is this place? It doesn't appear to be anywhere in Paldea. This is the land of Kitakami. So we're at Kitakami's crystal pool, eh? I remember reading about it in certain texts. It's said to be a place where water wells up from the ground, imbued with terrestrial energy. It would seem that I have been shifted quite far in both space and time. My next question then. That Pokemon you have, the Winged King. I mean Koraidon. Tell me more about it. It's a precious partner to me. Yes, well, your personal attachment to the creature has no meaningful relevance to the... forgive me. Perhaps that was rude. That book you have there. I don't recognize its cover. What is it? The Hidden Treasure of Area Zero? Would you let me see it for just a moment? Descriptions of the Area Zero Underdepths, and a record of Terrapagos' awakening? Who is this BR to have written such a work? She's a descendant of Heath. Now isn't that something? A descendant of the author of the original Scarlet book. Exploration runs in the family, I see. At any rate, that is a book that would ignite the imagination of any true scientist. I'm sorry, but I simply must have the time to read this book more thoroughly. Oh, the mist is closing in once again. I assume that means our time is near its end. I wish I could spend longer getting to know the Winged King, but I must hurry. That book, I imagine, must be quite valuable. It wouldn't be feel right for me to claim it without offering you any recompense. In exchange then, though I hate to part with something so precious to me, would you consider trading me that book for my copy of the Scarlet book? I appreciate this more than you can imagine. Perhaps I should take this time to go home and enjoy a bit of downtime with a good book. This is where we part, fellow adventurer and winged king. How lucky we were to meet across space and time. I bid you adieu. After obtaining that book, you get kicked to the title screen because you get then an entirely new title screen as well. There is, in fact, I believe, if you read the Professor Sada's notes in the in Area 0 or in the thing, you will actually do get a record saying that she indeed has gotten that white book. But that's all the things we can now do in Kitakami. There is actually one additional thing we can do in Kitakami, but let's just say it involves mystery gifts. It involves a lot of mystery gifts. The book we got is just is now a memoir that we actually do indeed have met the real Professor Sada, the one who's flesh and blood and not the machine imparted with her own AI. Okay, so now we finally got that done lovely now. We can now go after what I really want to do this episode, and it takes me a lot of Pokemon, it's taking me a lot of Pokeballs. So the first... Okay, so I'm not. I just need to keep swapping between attacks and whatnot, since there is now. So first thing first, I want to go towards right here to Mount Tenebra. So it's just something about it's Lake west of Mount Tenebra, because this is about Snackworths Pokemon that you can get. You already know Raikou, but there's more to that to be the eye. If you don't know how this works, he will say a story about which Pokemon he has met. If you follow what he has said, then you can indeed. I want to face north, and then I want to fly to the west side. There's supposed to be a lake next in the west here. Supposed to be like a small lake, I believe, right there. I'm betting somewhere. Yeah, there it is. There's our first Pokemon. So let me actually swap, do make myself a little bit of room for all these, because I'm having my, I have my thing a little bit full. Let's put them in a specific box for them. Let's do them, let's do it right here. I'll put this Slitherwing in the correct location. And put this Dialga and Palkia somewhere else. Put them right there. And then I want, so yeah, right here. If I know, I'm gonna say after we encounter the Pokemon, it's like seeing it says his words about him. I do recall this one particular encounter when I was a young fellow. See, I felt. I found this lovely pond on the snowy mountains, so the snowy peaks of Paldean had decided to go for a dip, hankering for a bit of cold water swimming. When, would you believe it, Articunos come swooping down along the nearby waterfall and start flying above me, singing away. I was tickled pink, I was. Went on merrily singing with Articuno even as the sun set and the moon rose. Before I knew it, it was morning again. So he went singing around with... so apparently all of these Pokemon stereotype are sets. So here we go. Gyawoo! Articuno, Ice Flying type. Pressure for its ability, Hurricane, Haze, Blizzard, and Sheer Cold. If you want to know how Articuno is as a Pokemon, you should probably already know the real deal about Articuno. It is a pretty bulky Pokemon with decent special attack and speed. Yeah, back in the old days, it did had its special defense and special attack became 1, but now it's a more defensive Pokemon with 4 times bigger to rock. In a day and age where rock types are much more common and Stealth Rock still reigns supreme. But I don't exactly know how Articuno now fares with Snow, actually. I do not know. Because its hidden ability is Snow Cloak, and you remember that you can indeed swap its ability whatever you want. Considering that Snow does indeed not only increases its defense, but also boosts their evasion feats. So I believe this would be a rather annoying Pokemon to face them under the right conditions. No signature move, but one of my favorite things to do about Articuno is, I believe it can still learn it. Can it learn it? It can. Yes, I can still learn it at level 25. And that is Freeze Dry. Because I already caught it, I can rely on the critical capture, and I do want to catch it in a Great Ball, because it does fit it. And the music, I think I also should make mention of the music that plays during the theme, because there are some that are a bit different, because I believe a grand total of 2 trios have music that are based on their species despite being the same. The music that currently plays is called Kanto Kanto Pokemon, which plays in Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee, as in when you encounter against Snorlax, the Electrode, in the power plant, and as well as the legendary Pokemon for the first time, if you do not transfer them in, of course. So we of course make mention of the music because they wanted to make sure they made the music a bit of a different thing. But I do need to wait with one of the trios that actually has something different about them. But with the other one, it's kind of obvious with the other one, which is not. Ironically, my best friend and I actually do indeed have these both of these trios as our favorite, and one of them being our favorite Pokemon as well, and not actually a favorite Pokemon, favorite legendary Pokemon as well. And yeah, but Articuno is not one of them. Now I want to catch it in the Great Ball because once again, it's Pokemon. Do know that all of these Pokemon are indeed shiny locked, so this Articuno right here cannot be beautifully white. There we go, good capture. No Pokédex entry for now. And that's Articuno. You take no damage. You only had to deal with its freaking haze. Had to deal, avoided its blizzards, and even its hurricane constantly, and then added insult to injury. And insult to injury, you constantly it's using its haze. Next one is just simply right up here on the South Province on the Poco's Lighthouse, because Your placement screws you over, buddy. Yeah, it's Zapdos. Zapdos is here, and he says, I do recall this Pokemon encounter when I was a young fella. I climbed right up the tippy top of one of those lighthouses you've gotten put there when I was taking the view, looking over a distant city. And would you believe it? The heavens broke wide open and the rain started pouring down on me. I thought I'd get out of the mess in a hurry, so I quickly turned to head down again. Then the whole sky lit like a huge crash line, and Zapdos came flying out of nowhere. It blew right past me quick as a flash. Yow! Zapdos, electric flying type, pressure for its ability, drill pack, roost, discharge, and rain dance. I cannot paralyze you though, because you're an electric type Pokemon. If you want to know how Zapdos is as a Pokemon, it's a pretty interesting, it's a pretty powerful Pokemon. It's considered one of the best of the legendary birds. Yeah, because this Pokemon tends to be used a lot. Magnetic Flux? Oh, someone got his moveset wrong. Someone got his moveset wrong. Magnetic Flux, Zap Cannon, yeah, someone has his moveset wrong. Oh, I'm using a Great Ball again, I want to use an Ultra Ball in this. I think that fits the Pokemon much better than everything else. Zapdos is pretty fast and has high special attack. That's pretty much all you need to know about this thing. Now it's also got buffs since Generation 8, can also learn Hurricane as well. The only flaw about Zapdos, of course, that Thunderbolt is locked behind a TM, but and it's detect. And just like Articuno plays the Kanto Wild Battle theme from Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee. Zapdos. Okay, I definitely need to use you because considering you keep using electric type moves on me. Great, Viperia is so big it blocks Zapdos' view. The view on Zapdos, yeah. Thunder. Okay, so it does have Thunder. So Thunder, Zap Cannon, Magnetic Flux, and Attack. That's his moveset. Okay. Zapdos doesn't want to go in there, doesn't he? Zapdos is so persistent, aren't we? No, I'm not using my Master Ball on this thing. I'm not using my Master Ball on this thing. Because I'm not trying to use it with people. So much yellow thing, but I guess it makes fits with the, if it's feet though. Yeah, not really. One. Oh my god, Zapdos! This must be the most hardest Pokemon I'm gonna have to be catching because, well, yeah, it is being this difficult. See, do I have any Timer Balls? I do not have any Timer Balls. Repeat Balls are my best chance against this thing. Zapdos! The fact that Zapdos is being this difficult is so funny. Also, it's so funny that it takes this long before getting himself a critical capture to catch Zapdos. My god. See, what do you want me to use? Use a luxury ball? Yeah, that is not, of course, not gonna be working. Although it does fit it, even though it's fitting like a regal legendary Pokemon like that. I know that I'm making this the finale no matter how long it'll take me to catch these legendary Pokemon. Articuno and Zapdos are indeed Scarlet Solo Quest only, just to let you guys know. And of course, if Articuno and Zapdos are here, Moltres is here as well, and yes, indeed, he is also a Scarlet Solo Quest only. Yes, I probably need to thinking that that these movesets are not exactly as accurate as it should be, then I think I'm gonna need to wait until I cut all of them actually, so just see the moveset for myself, because maybe that they're Haze, it says Haze, and here, yeah, Hurricane, Articuno was accurate, Articuno was accurate, but not Zapdos. Back boost, discharge, and wait. Is it not the same moveset it has in... Finally, a quick capture! I need to get myself also an, So we finally got Zapdos done. So let me just see. The moveset of Articuno should be good, right? Get use of its sheer colds. Yes, so the moveset is correct, but Zapdos is not. Oh my, wait. Oh no, I was 2 turns away from it knocking it out, from it using Struggle. Zapdos, you were annoying. You were so close to knocking yourself out. Yeah, you have problems, you freaking psychopath. I need to buy more Ultra Balls and also heal Gallade as well. Also, yes, the third type for Articuno is guaranteed Ice. Zapdos is guaranteed Electric. Moltres is next, guaranteed Fire. Thank you for the photo taking tips. Thank you. Yes, I would like to buy a crap ton of Ultra Balls because Zapdos was a bit of a greedy son of a gun. Also, like Premier Balls, that's fine. The next Pokemon, Moltres, is our next Pokemon, is somewhere here. I don't know exactly where, but I need to look up every single one of these hills to be exact. To find Moltres. Is it here? No, it's not there. Oh, it's probably must be that one because it says because his story is him trying to climbing on the deserts and he found Moltres there. Just need to find on the top of the hills to see where Moltres is hiding. What was that? Oh, that was just a sand owl, okay. Then I imagine the Moltres must be on that big one right there where, in front of the Titan. Yeah, it's also a really big one as well. Where are you, Moltres? Wait, did I see that? No, there's not more. Oh, it's more than, there's more, there's more of those things. Okay, so I am going to have to look at literally all of them just to be seen and just to find myself Moltres. Because I did drain all Snackworths of all the snacks, and he does have something to say if you do need. Hey, you have all the snacks you can get from me. Ah, there's Moltres. So yeah, go in front. Let's start. Moltres, Fire Flying type with Pressure for its ability. Moltres is just like Zapdos, a Pokemon that is really excels in fire and in special attacks, but it packs more of a punch than it is fast. Sky attack. Yeah. Once again, I see inconsistencies with its moveset. The Sherby page does not say Sky Attack at all. Moltres only flies a 4 times weakness to walk, while its other potential should be a bit scary. But I do tend to use Moltres a lot in this game. So I have a plan. Yeah, here's Hurricane again. I'm betting you have Flamethrower or I'm guessing you're going to have Flamethrower, if I'm correct. Let's see, where is my Ultra Balls? There's right there. Now I can find it, and then I can also find it paralyzed here as well. Hurricane! Thankfully, this is on top of a mountain, so I don't need to worry about anything else regarding the Pokemon thing. I love the remix of oh, the sandstorm. Moltres fled somewhere. You've got to be kidding me. Okay. Yes, shut up. No. That's not going to be in my... That's not going to happen. Rayquaza, I need your help this instant. All that hard work ruined because of a sandstorm. That's bullshit. Moltres not back. How did I get Moltres back on that? And the problem is I had autosave on, so Moltres fled somewhere, yeah. Okay, a moment to find a way how to get Moltres back. Okay, there is a way for the legendary Pokemon to respawn, but it takes about 10 or 20 minutes, so apparently it will respawn if I'm away from the legendary Pokemon. Simply wait 10 to 30 minutes and then it should be respawning. It's right now not 30 minutes past, but I'm going to be taking a bit of time for myself, just to cool off from what happened to Moltres. I have Rayquaza in my party now because holy hell, I hate that. Oh, I hate the Sanoma. I hate this sandstorm. That's Moltres, you poor bird, chose the wrong place to be in here. You poor thing. The sun has been risen once again, so that means that should be Moltres' return. Yep, Moltres is back. There we go. Let me first put back on the box because I've been doing some raids. Right now. Alright, let's do this again. Now, please, no freaking sandstorms. Anyway, crazy now. Sorry for the cut there. Moltres, this request is for your own protection, so do your best to stay in the ball. Overheats. So Sky Attack, Overheat. Oh, does the moveset constantly change? Every single time you battle one. Sky Attack. Endure. Yeah, endure again. Overheat. Well, if it uses an overheat, that's pretty good because that means it lowers its special attack, and that's actually pretty good for walling capability. Hurricane, yeah, we do. Okay, Hurricane, yes, and also Sky Attack. So, Sky Attack, Endure, Hurricane, and Overheat. Paralyzed, can't move. That's Sky Attack. So yeah. Endure, Sky Attack, Hurricane, and Overheat. Overheat is kinda... well, Sky Attack is a physical attack, not a special attack though. Moltres' highest stat is special attack. And this Moltres definitely is in a Master Ball situation, but unless you can actually prevent that. Keep doing that, keep doing that, keep doing that. Okay, Hurricane. Special attack is already lowered, but best to fully heal away Quasar. Endure, so that's a free heal. Oh no, I want to throw a ball. I want to throw a ball. Throw the ball at Moltres. Overheats. Of course, not going to be working because I already caught it over the transfer one in, so that means it's down to the cat already cutting, but what we call then? But I of course need to get myself that critical capture, but I'm having not much luck with that. Well, instead of during me time waiting for Moltres to respawn, I could have had once again the opportunity to increase my Pokédex once again, because there was a Galarian Slowking ring raid that I have joined, and I'm gonna cut it. So I did myself a nice service with that. Sky Attack is definitely gonna be taking a while, but of course it takes one turn for it takes 2 turns to charge, so. It took so long for Rayquaza to be confused because that move, of course, has a chance of confusing the opponent. Endure. There we go, quick catching. Nice. There's Moltres.